That means there's another chapter then. Okay. At least one more. Okay, so let's see what quest we have to do. Let's see what picked up. Oh, maybe there's something for something new. Oh no, I have one of those with me. That's not gonna work on any of them. Do 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 do. Okay. This is gonna be an interesting one though.
Traitor,
okay.
Get him!
Okay. Take the spin for win combo. That's good that they have that limit with the healing potion in the arena, because otherwise, since I have like 45 healings, I could have run around healing myself a lot. Okay, we're gonna take the rough way in, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go.
Get him!
Yes, I haven't put any points in health, so I can't take very many hits. We're going glass cannon build. It's all about dodging away and hope they don't hit us. Or that I dodge in the right direction, I should say. Okay, we're gonna have enemies right here now, so... Oh. What the? I was dodging the whole game. Back in our old hometown. And the thing is, we need to go all the way over there. Okay, I need to go over there too. Man. So I think we're gonna go that way when we leave, though. I wonder if we should just go for the market. Yeah, let's go for the market. Could be one troop in here somewhere. Yeah. I have to kick as much as possible. Do I have the wrong... Oh, no wonder I die so easily then. I had the wrong chest piece on. That's like 9% more damage I took in physical hits. Okay. One way to nerf yourself. Okay.
A Technomancer officer stole a rover. Are you kidding me? It's been whispered all over town.
Hey, buddy.
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only Technomancer.
I
A
still have some
pleasure as
stuff, I
always.
think.
What brings you here this fine?
Keep this steel hammer because I know I have some that uses it. Rid of those now. Get rid of that one. We have the light one. It weighs less. That one I'm gonna keep. That one I'm gonna keep. Rid of that one too. Might be for somebody. No. Should probably buy that one to I can upgrade his. Let's just probably get these so we have everything. More enemies now. Down here. Remember when he was a pain in the butt? Okay. He aims for my spot, but I get hit because I went right in front of the path. Damn it.
I keep going this way. I'm gonna get myself shot.
Oh, we have to go in this way. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, buddies!
Get him!
Do the spin for win. Whenever garbage can be missed. It was empty. old room. Our old home. I have no idea what time of night it is. Come on, I dodged. Our old boss, huh? Is there anything for us to get in here? No, we have got everything that we can. Nothing new. Oh yeah, maybe this I can. I couldn't do that since you can't take from your friend Stanley's student's key. What's that for that one? Or does he have a locker? I think so. I think we opened them all. Yeah, I can't go out that way. Can't. Okay, so we can't go this way. Oh, I have to come from the other direction. Oh, that's so stupid though. Oh, so you go here and you find out that first now? I have to come up this way. They blocked off all this. So I have to go all this way around. Damn it, game. Is there really no other way? Oh, okay, we have to go. Trader is kicking your butt. Okay, so we had to go underground. Ooh. What the heck is the import zone? Okay, I'm saving because I want to know what the heck is the import zone. Oh, it's that one. That means I have to go around the other way. Where would we end up at? I think we would end up there. Let's see what happens. Can we fight direct? Impressive. Let's see. I need to get up there. Go. Wait. Oh my god. Oops. Can't hit my own followers, luckily. There's so much loot in this game, man. Possible to be poor in this game. That's a level 3, right? Okay, we need to go this way. Okay. That's major.
Captain, good to see you.
Always, Lieutenant. Zach. Thought you'd look a little worse for wear, but you look good. I should probably be pissed that you stole one of our rovers, but I guess you didn't have much of a choice. What do you need? If you're here for help, start talking, because every second I'm around you is a bona fide hazard, and I don't want to have to steal a rover myself.
How are things? Heard there have been a few changes.
Thanks to your escape, yeah. Now most Technomancer officers are treated like traitors, and the Army's barely got a voice now that it's under control of the ASC. Can't tell friend from enemy anymore. Everyone's watching their own back, suspicious of everyone else. Paranoia is caught like a virus. I don't know what's going on, but I am worried what it means for our corporation. We're sinking into an era of terror, beginning to act like the very Aurora fascists who we hate, who had their own men assassinated.
Rumor has it that the number of soldiers in the barracks is declining.
Despite official reasoning that it's downsizing because we're no longer at war, unofficially it's because many of your colleagues have been arrested, and even more replaced.
Replaced?
By members of the ASC who report directly to him, and now make up half my company, and who should be out watching over the population, but instead spend their time watching over us in support of the Colonel's little power grab. Just saying, if the man decided to mount a coup against the Dowser, not sure there's much we could do to stop him.
Okay. Huh. We can go down there. This one hasn't been open for us before. Okay.
traitor! Get him!
Ouch. Butt kicking time. Or it already was unlocked. There's a little friendly sap in the back of the head there. Let's see. There was it? Yeah, this one I'm gonna do. I just don't know if I'm gonna take that one or not. For damage on that one. That one I think I'm gonna. I don't know if I wanna get that one. Then we're gonna do these. Zappy zappy. I think. Oh boy. We have one rifle guy, one normal, one with a shield, and one big guy. Okay.
Get him!
Oh, what the? There we go. I wonder what is gonna happen in here, if it's gonna be a boss fight or not. If it's gonna be that we have to fight Walker. Or... oh boy. Hey, boys and girls! Oh, come on! Good, hit your own guy. That was a lot. Officer's bladed shield, huh?
I'm here to free you. You and all the others. We must go, though. Now.
Ah, Zachariah. My faith in you was not misplaced.
Yeah, come on, we're going to take you down!
They're coming, Zachariah. Go! There's a dome hidden in the desert. One spoken of in the tablet you brought me. Find it.
You won't get away!
They're here. Lead our kind through the crypt. Save them.
Come on, guys!
I won't leave you.
There is no time to debate. Go! For God's sake. How?
Great Master.
Go on. I will help him. And tell Andrew. I am sorry.
But
Flee, Zachariah! Protect our kind!
Move, you idiot! They're overloading them!
Damn.
Zachariah? Is anyone missing?
Victor's men came like a storm with that piece of shit Alan beside them. If we were gonna escape, they had to be stopped. At any cost.
And so your great master sacrificed himself so you could... A heroically sad story, Zachariah. As sorry as I am, though, we need to leave. And take the others.
Where the heck are we? Oh, we are back here now. Okay, so we need to get there, and I see these guys have that shield, right? It can't be sapped, I think. Interesting. We have to go down there, right? Wonder if I can sneak up on him. Yeah, he is unsappable. Couldn't even move away from that. He like hit me twice in a row with 2 quick jabs. I don't think I can do the ambush him either. What the? Where the heck did that one come from? And I can't even stagger him. Jesus. Tried to disrupt him and knock him down, but that was like impossible from that direction. With so many followers with us now, I have like no idea if it's enemy or not sometimes. There's any loot over here. Oh boy, more of this crap. Oh great, he just ran in. That one was so much easier then. Okay, now we're coming into a big area, so this might be a rough spot. This feels weird.
Get him!
Level 3-2, I guess. No. Might be something we're gonna upgrade to. This one, yes. This one says light, so this press place. You would think this one would, sounds like it should weigh a little bit less. Less defense, so I'm probably gonna good to go for that one. Okay. New shield. A lot of soldier steel boots. Something we don't need is so we already picked that one. So what's this then? Oh, it's level 3.
Take this elevator straight to the sand sails. From there, the merchants will take you to Noctis.
Are you the legendary city of the merchants for real? Amazing! But what about the other Technomancers who escaped the ASC too? Are they going to be able to...
Talk to the merchant running the sand sales. I'm sure he'll be able to help them too, and they can join us in Noctis with other caravans.
Zachariah, thank you. What would have happened to us without you?
Okay. Think we are yep, they are all going back now. This is called an import zone. Here we have the whole gang. Okay, gang. Let's see if I can give you some upgrades. You are too weak for them all. What the heck? Got has good one already. Phobos. Seen any other two-handers, so use it. Someone needs an upgrade, so we can use it then. If need be. Okay, headgear. You gotten any real help? Fine. Headgear we can skip. Got he can take that one now. I'll try and see how good he is in combat. Because he can't be knocked down. We are gonna put this on. Upgrade it. The legs down. They all have good boots already. I think I probably should use this one. Yeah, they're all good. Headgear I need to buy or something. Recycle those. Let's see. I'll check that one. Take electric. Do counter it a lot from now and then, but I think I'm gonna go for the physical instead. Okay.
Sakurai, the great hero of his brothers, has returned triumphant. Amazing, against all odds, against a city. Bravo! But I don't see anyone resembling the great master. Is he...
Dead. He sacrificed himself so we could get out.
Oh, so sad. Truly. Well, please tell your colleagues, your brothers, they are welcomed here. Let them rest and regain their strength. I can only
Hello,
imagine
Murphys.
what
How you
the
doing,
ASC
buddy?
put them through. And without their great master, they must feel lost. On top of it all, feel the void for a leader.
Back from the ocean.
No?
What are you getting at?
Just simply that, as their hero, it might be in their best interest for you to fill that void. I don't purport to understand how these things work among your kind, through a vote or drinking game, but you've earned it. They need you to pull them back together after what they've been through. And to have a unified group of Technomancers among us to serve would be valuable beyond imagination. Think about it.
I'll think about it. But now's not the time. We need to mourn the fallen.
Like a red apple or red lobster, huh? Well, you know, you're supposed to put on something to protect you, Murphys. You should know this, right? I'm good, thank you. Okay, let's go and see and talk to the mutants. The guy I was talking to was the prince of this place. He's the leader. The worst thing is when you are in the water and you don't have sunscreen on. That is like even worse because that really makes you sunburned when you're in the water.
Hey there.
What do you want, human?
I heard some mutants escaped from a prisoner camp. You hear anything about that?
Hasn't everyone?
Not in Ophir, where the news never went public, no. It was only a rumor there. What do you know?
I know if Ophir's men hear of it, it will cause trouble for us. For those among us who are still slaves there.
It could also give your brothers back there some hope again.
And to show them that we are able to rebel and escape? Yes, hope. So I will tell you, for my people, life in camp was hard, to say it lightly. Hard labor during the days, brutality during the nights. The prisoners would take out their frustration of being locked up out on them. The guards and prisoners alike battered them with their frustrations. Then, one day, one of ours struck a guard who was trying to stop him from going to the aid of a brother. After he fled, the guards then stated that if he did not come out, they would execute 10 random mutants. That was the moment the rebellion began. a prisoner from Aurora, helped my brothers. With tools, they incited riot. Blood flowed. Many died. Some escaped. But at the start, few thought to flee. At the beginning, they wanted only better lives where they were. It
Yeah,
became
for
obvious,
some
though,
reason
the
he's a
repression
prince.
that would come would be worse than ever. That the only chance for life was somewhere else. Scum, the mutant who struck the guard, led them to freedom. They escaped without even being chased. The story came directly from Scum. A great speaker. A great hero.
Thanks for the information.
We need one more about that though. World map. Okay, so where's the third one then? I need to talk with another Ethan. Okay, doesn't show up. Oh yeah, I should go and rest first before we start talking to people, so we get and I should put on this one. And we should switch out Russia and okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do this, by the way.
Hi, Zach. How are you?
Hello, Amelia. I'm fine, thanks. What do you think of Phobos?
Yeah,
I don't really know what to think of him.
I have a
He
lot
must have
of
had a
followers
horrible
now all
life.
of a sudden.
He's a mutant, and we all
Or
know
companions.
how they're treated. And you know, that liberation story, that mutant nation thing and all, freaks me out a little.
I think
He's
I have
very
6
smart,
new ones
however.
or 5.
I sometimes even have the feeling that he can guess what we're thinking.
2, 4, 5.
What do you think of Nisha?
She's stuck up. She was pretending to be a princess in Ophir.
The,
She's the boss.
the angry
Like,
dude,
I've got a lot of experience, and you don't know anything.
he was an informer for that Victor
She
guy.
seems to forget that she wouldn't have
He
gotten
worked
out
for
of
the
Ophir or gone on trips
ASCS.
without me.
So we made him run away. The other guy, the one who was always nice to us, he was the real him we had to beat up. When we had to escape.
What do you think of
Didn't
Andrew?
kill him though.
Besides the fact that he still has to fucking square it with abundance, he isn't too bad. Street smart, and his being a smuggler gives him an edge. But he isn't into me, and I'm not into pining over a guy who doesn't bother to look at me anyway.
So they were both bad.
What do you think of Scott? You know him well.
Know him well? That's an exaggeration. He doesn't actually say much about himself. Most of the time, he's on his own planet. Before he gets back down to Mars, well, we lose radio communication. He's nice. He regularly checks in to see how I am. He used to bring me gifts when I was young, but he can't help commenting on the chances I take and all. It pisses me off. I like him, but he's not my father, I mean.
Tell me more about you growing up.
What's there to say? I was a ward of the state in Abundance's centers. It was lonely and, you know, the other kids were assholes, but I gotta tell you, those times my dad returned from his missions, and I got to see him, best times of my life.
Wait, what? I thought the reason you'd been placed in a center was that your dad disappeared.
Who the hell told you that?
No, I was real young when they took me away. My parents were always off on missions, and someone had to take care of me, you know? I don't even remember living with them. Honestly, I don't want to talk about it.
Sure, sorry. Yeah, of course.
Reputation -2? What?
Besides your rovers, what else makes you happy here, Amelia?
Nature. Not the bugs or animals and stuff, but the landscapes, you know? Sunsets, mountains scraping the sky, red water trickling down the hills in the spring, gray lichen floating in the morning breeze. Back in Ophir, I used to take the rover out before sunrise just to take it all in. Always managed to put things in perspective, you know? How small we all are.
Amelia the poet philosopher. Who'd have thought it?
Why you gotta be a smartass?
Aha, I'm not. Just never saw that side of you. The passion. Makes me want to take a rover out before dawn tomorrow.
Well, let's go together. I've always wanted to share it with someone.
You went -2 and now you went +2. What the heck?
Are you seeing anyone at the moment?
What, you mean a boyfriend? No, not right now. You applying for the position?
I mean...
Look at your face! You can't even come up with something to say. Listen, you don't look half bad, soldier. Won't take too much for me to cuddle up with you at night.
Yes, we got it friendly. That's what I wanted. Good, because now we get her bonus stats.
I bet you know the slums very well, given it's where your shed is.
Hey, the option was there to
Well,
click.
yeah,
I
and
just
so
clicked
what?
it.
You must know the place better than I do. I know that you used to be a rogue before, despite a few old, unfortunate shacks that collapsed. It hasn't really changed. It's a sort of ant farm where derelicts who can't afford to live elsewhere pile on top of each other. And there's a lot of ants.
Can you tell me more about the sheds?
You're quite curious. That's where we park, repair, and pamper the rovers. They're under close watch because we can't take any chances with the slums all around. The Vori could sneak in and steal stuff. But we couldn't put them elsewhere anyway. We're not gonna cross the city every time we need to get out. Anyhow, if there's something you should do when you get into my sheds, it's this. When you come in, don't touch anything. Don't get close to the rovers, and if you want something, you ask me.
You must have traveled a lot. Could you tell me more about what you discovered?
You know, when I'm being sent out to explore, it's for prospecting. I drive around, take samples, map out the area, that kind of thing. I discovered 2 mines last year. We'll put them into service once we connect them with the shadow paths. Wow, it doesn't sound as exciting now that I think about it. But I don't care. Despite all of this, I can go almost anywhere. I see landscapes that others will never see, and sometimes I stumble across amazing places. I'm not doomed to remain under a shell of metal.
That's good. Now that we got try to be friendly. That means we get crafting +1, and I have the gear +1. So we have. Oh no, we have +4 now. Okay. Andrew, we talked to. Sure, Memphis.
Hi, Nisha.
Hi, Zach. Everything all right?
Could you tell me more about Noctis?
It's a wonderful city when you come from Ophir like me. You can meet people from all corporations, but especially merchants, thieves, and mercenaries. All these people were born outside a caste for the most part. They have a different vision from us of what a city should be like, and you can feel it. For them, a city is above all a place of exchange, of rest after their travels. That's where they find refuge after a hard time. That's where they make serum or lose everything. Noctis breathes way more than Ophir ever will. It is a city where all opinions have a voice. It is a far more creative and cherished city than any other corporate city. Every citizen would be ready to fight for it. Not because we order them to do it, but because it is their refuge. And without it, they wouldn't feel at home anywhere else.
What's in the nearby canyons? Does Noctis use them?
Sure. They're mostly used to navigate from the city to the rest of the world, but also serve as a defensive hardpoint. Any enemy of Noctis would be left vulnerable while going through the layout of the canyons. I've heard that some groups have hideouts there where they store treasures. That's surely a myth. On the other hand, I know that you can find colonial ruins in poor condition there.
Okay,
Are you okay with Amelia?
She doesn't like me much, does she? That's okay. I mean, I still really admire her talent and her courage, even if she doesn't see how deeply abundance has manipulated her. But I'm not worried. She'll be better off in a city where she's got freedom and people who respect her for who she is, not what she represents. She's strong. She'll be fine.
You've known Phobos for a while.
For some time, yes. But we don't see each other very often. Our respective roles didn't allow us to spend time talking together. He's a wonderful person. He'll free his people, I'm sure of it. He's a forward thinker, Zach. He's intelligent, and even if he suffered a lot because of what normal people like us did to him and his people, he never gave up. He never sank into hatred. He hoped to build their nation. And he's a loyal friend. We are lucky to have him with us.
What do you think of Scott?
I think that he hides his suffering behind his madness. He's a fallen genius, but under the thick skin that is his madness, you can see a unique spirit glowing. He cares a lot about you. I even have the feeling that you're the only one he has. Take care of him. I know that his heart is still with abundance, and that gives me pause, but you can only see the friend in him, almost a father. Let me manage the rest.
You're close to Lucky?
I've known him for a while, yes. Since he managed to break away from his master. He was a real scumbag, you know? The merchants are not all as well-intentioned as Dandolo is. He really had a rough time, and it's made him bitter. But he can be so charming. I like him a lot, even though I wonder whether sometimes he needs a friend more than a fling.
What can you tell me about Dandolo?
He's a complex man, Zach. Not the type to sum up in a few words. He's smart, warm, generous, and completely dedicated to his city. But he's also very manipulative, and he can sometimes be coldly pragmatic. That scares me. I love him like a father, and I don't really want to see him lose himself in his power like many others have.
okay. Now comes the personal questions.
How the hell did you go from being an artist in Ophir to a spy in Noctis?
Less of a stretch than you think. After all, a good lie, like good art, has to be close to your reality, right? Truth? I was an orphan. Parents did die, and I was on the street and got sucked into a gang. We all got arrested pretty quick and ended up in a rehab camp. Swore I'd die there a couple of times because I wasn't gonna let him brainwash me, and they didn't take too kindly to that. I took the beatings, but got to keep my mind. Then the day came. Noctis attacked. They freed a lot of us and brought me here, took care of us, gave us a chance to have lives again. So I felt like I owed them something in return, and offered to go back to Ophir as a spy. Good thing, too. Otherwise, who would have torn you out of Victor's grip and brought you back here?
You always been alone? Or never had anyone you cared about?
You mean guys? Why? You the jealous type, Zach? Afraid of some competition? Scared you won't measure up? There was one guy, Nick. I was only 10, but I was head over heels for him. He died in the rehab camp after we were all deported around the same time, though. Other than him, couple flings here and there, but nothing much more serious than that. You asking because you heard the rumors in Ophir that I'd sleep with anyone wearing a medal?
No, I was just...
I did what I had to do, Zach. To do my job. Never cared about those guys. That's the truth.
You just did what you had to do. You miss making music?
I miss performing. I mean, I still sing for myself here and there, write new lyrics when I feel inspired. But the moments I shared with my audience, it was so intense when I felt everyone humming with me.
How about you sing for me?
Maybe another time. But I'd love to. There's something intimate in sharing your art, like sharing your soul. It's why I feel like music can unite people across corporations, on opposite sides of wars or causes. It's simply beautiful. And in between the notes, our differences seem to disappear. The second all this ends, I'll get back to it. It's what I was born for, and I'm not one to deny destiny.
Sure, Murphys.
I'm really happy you're here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same. Wouldn't want you to have had these crazy adventures beside anyone else.
Once you set your eyes on something, nothing gets in your way, does it?
When you live through the childhood I had, feeling powerless, once you grow up, you got two choices. Say that's the way your life's always gonna be, or decide nothing's ever gonna make you feel powerless again. Guess I chose the latter. Always get what I want, because I refuse to take no for an answer, whether it's something or someone that I want.
Okay. Gotta be careful with her then. She is still... Okay. We got nice... Oh, that means we have 3 now in Traps lockpicking when we have her with us. Nice.
Hello,
Phobos.
Phobos.
Hello, Zachariah. What can I do for you?
What really happened with your mother? I must say I didn't understand much. That stone? The police's arrival?
My mother was helping me as much as she could to carry out my mission. She would provide me with information, sometimes hide mutants on the run before they could leave the city. She was a wonderful woman, Zach, but someone turned her in. Fiorello heard and raced to get me out with your aid. Though how I yearned to save her, to get to the slums to warn her. But I knew I could not. You, though, could. The stone was a token of recognition. She knew what it meant. If she was turned in, she had to leave as soon as possible. And if she couldn't, the drawing was made with an ink made of jellyfish.
That was just sad, man.
But why give her that poison?
I didn't want her to die, Zach. I loved my mother. But I knew what the ASC would do to her in their jail. If they caught her, she needed a way to avoid being tortured.
We asked this already about him, though. What we did this, or didn't we?
When did you discover that you were a mutant?
The first symptoms of mutation appeared when I was very young. I must say that I can't really remember very well. My mother noticed them, and she taught me how to hide the marks, even though I think that I didn't know what it meant. She was hoping to keep me close to her, but as soon as the first marks appeared on my face, they spotted me out right away. I will never forget my arrest, how violent they were toward my mother. I was just a kid. I was sent to one of the farms on the outskirts of town. That's where I learned what it meant to be a mutant.
What's the Mutant Nation? You created it, right?
It is a little overblown, but I was one of its founders, among many others. Of course, other mutants were living outside the city as runaway slaves, hidden here and there, stealing whatever they could find in order to survive. A small
Getting my
community
tea.
had settled in Noctis and benefited from the hospitality of the merchants, who allowed them to move around freely. However, we did not have any way to defend ourselves or plan a future. We were all spread out. A few of us decided to get together. We found a place, a very unique one, and we soon started doing it up, bringing in equipment and erecting houses. As for me, I especially wanted to free as many brothers and sisters as possible. So I went back to Ophir, and I realized that nobody cared about mutants, especially if they didn't look very smart. I began to help dozens of them escape. And our nation soon began to grow. There are a lot of us now, and I hope that all mutants will be able to live there someday.
What can you tell me about Ophir's mutant pen?
You saw for yourself. Violent slave drivers and harsh work conditions have reduced mutants to beasts, to the point where even some find themselves yearning to be petted. I do not hate humans, you know that, but when I think about that place, I feel outbursts of hatred. I would like to break the walls and see my brothers and sisters get out of that hell. Someday, I think that I'll do it. I'll destroy the pen.
What does Noctis represent for you?
It is the city of our allies. Without it, Mutant Valley would have probably never come into existence, even if some of them think the opposite. This town is welcomed and still welcomes many runaway mutants. Here they can free themselves from the servile state they were in. Noctis is somehow the freedom school for many of them. Of course, it remains a human city, and segregation is sometimes present even if it is not official. And I don't completely agree with Dandolo's decisions, but overall it is a place that I love that boasts of mixing everyone together, of bringing all philosophies into dialogue with each other, and of welcoming the hopeless.
Okay. What do you have to say about
Amelia?
these?
She's an interesting young and courageous woman, but abundance brainwashed her. As long as she hasn't completely cut ties with the corporation, she will remain wary of everything, of anything foreign. I think that she has some pity for us mutants. That's more generous than what humans usually give us, but we don't need pity. We are a new people, not a gang of monsters regretting who they were. Maybe she will come to realize this. She is not stupid, and when it comes down to it, she has a thirst for freedom despite all the brainwashing she went through.
What can you tell me about Andrew?
He is a hurt man. He hides his suffering under a cynical and detached attitude. But he lost way more than his arm, even if I do not know what it is. If you could help him heal his wounds and become what he ought to become, you will discover without a doubt that he is a very giving friend. And maybe he will be less bitter.
What do you think of Nisha?
She's an unusual woman, Zach. She was locked up, tortured when she was a child. She managed to get out of the situation, and despite what she went through, she went back to Ophir under a false identity.
We have to talk to
Believe
Andrew,
me,
by the way.
You have to be strong to do that. She is the best possible spy. She helps us as much as she can by providing us with vital information on the slave transfers so that we can go free them. And I know that Dandolo respects her a lot. But watch out. She is far from being the sweet and smiling young woman you met in Ophir. She is brilliant, generous, and she can also be merciless.
What do you think of Scott?
He's a great scientist, Most likely a very good doctor.
Is that it?
Something bothers me about him, Zachariah. No doubt he appreciates you a lot. I learned that he went through a hard time, but I have a feeling that his sweet eccentricity is hiding something. But I don't know what, therefore I won't say anything else.
And Kane, then.
Tell me more about Kane.
Kane is a second-generation mutant. He saw his parents die from bad treatment, and he ran away. He was very young. He managed to survive with a group of former slaves hidden in the canyons. He is proud, self-centered, to such an extent that he can't bear the thought of owing anything to a human. You have no idea how much he hates you all. He is a born war leader, but his hatred is such that it makes him do awful things. And sometimes irresponsible acts. He is very popular among the group of mutants who can't come to terms with the suffering they went through. They want to make their executioners pay, and Kane tells them what they want to hear. If he manages to lead all the mutants, Mars will enter a very bloody era. There will be a lot of casualties on both sides.
A lot of information about him. Wonder how we're gonna get reputation with him, though.
Hey, there you are. Your meeting go well.
As well as hoped. Thanks.
Then let's get down to business. You know who I am. You know my past. You know what little I have left. What are you gonna do about it now is the question. You gonna use what you can against me? Or let me carry on with the small life I've managed to build?
I want to help you. What can I do?
Some things can't be healed, Rogue. Like that scar across your face. I'm guessing you got it the day I lost everything. And was reduced to a sad, broken, armless shadow of what I might have been.
Some things can't be healed, but most can be mended, Brent. Let me ask around. It might be a long shot, but maybe you'll find a new reason to call yourself lucky again. We'll find someone who can lead you back to your gifts. I promise.
I may be bitter, but I'm no less grateful. Thank you, Zachariah. A little show of kindness goes a long way.
We have that as a... Huh. Maybe that comes later on, I don't know. But I thought I would have something else to...
Hey, back.
Maybe talk to him. Okay, but Scott then we haven't talked to.
Zachariah, you look good. Better than I. As if that was hard to accomplish.
Scott is funny though.
What do you think about Andrew? He comes from Ophir like you, and he could have become a Technomancer, but he had an accident.
I remember, yes. You know that I was the one who had spotted his abilities and had taken him to school, as I did for you? I thought that he was dead. That's what I was told, that he was dead. I shouldn't have listened to them. He looks perfectly alive now.
Yes, but he lost an arm during the accident, and he can't use Technomancy anymore.
How so? That's ridiculous. Technomancy has nothing to do with arms. It is all in the head. You just have to... Let me think. Yes, I think that with... Yes, that's it. With a full Technomancer kit, I would have the parts needed to create a bypass on a classic prosthesis. But I would need my notes to do that.
Your notes?
I studied Technomancy as well. Anyway, from a scientific standpoint, obviously. I have never thrown lightning bolts, and I can't do it physically. Moreover, those kits wouldn't suit me, I'm sure.
Scott, you studied Technomancy?
Yes, and I had conducted in-depth research on the way in which your neural network expressed its static charge throughout your equipment. But all this is old. I can't remember it all. And I left my notes in Ophir. I won't have any trouble helping that boy if you bring me my notes and the equipment. You wanted something else?
No. Thank you, Scott. I'm gonna try to bring all that back.
Huh. It's no point. There's nothing to talk to him about, so it means we are. The only good with him, though. The same thing with Phobos. I don't know how I'm gonna get them to. Okay, so we need to go back there. Need to find a Technomancer uniform and Scott's reset. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have him with us now because he says charisma. Oh wait, down. Oh, come on. Okay, so this way we can get. I can open all the chests now. That means I have to go out in the desert again. Oh, so many stuff to open all of a sudden.
Zachariah, I've got something I need to ask you. Zachariah, I am glad to see you. What you did, what you risked for us, no one will ever forget. We lost many, and for that, we are mourning. But we can at least celebrate that because of you, the Order has not disappeared.
We're brothers and sisters. We stand together.
Yes, and others have joined us too, you know. The merchants spread the word to those who are still in hiding. But for those non-initiated and those who passed, we are all here. Did the Great Master manage to tell or give you anything before he passed, before his sacrifice?
He told me to watch over the Order. Gave me a tablet. He'd managed to translate the text of the relic I'd brought back from an excavation in Aurora.
And what did it say?
It talks about an important research base, the largest the settlers ever built on Mars. One that was in contact with Earth. It had a beacon. Unfortunately, it didn't say where the base was. Only the location of a smaller dome that housed some of the larger base's scientists.
Then we must find it. Oh, I can feel it, Zachariah. We are so close to contacting Earth again.
Maybe, but I have the feeling we're not the only ones who know about it, though. Thanks to Alan, the ASC might have gotten their hands on the tablet while the Great Master was being held.
Alan? How could he betray our order? We have to beat the ASC to that dome. What can I do to help?
I want to be the Grand Master. No.
Dozens of Technomancers have spent years trying to re-establish contact with Earth. What can you tell me about that?
Well, first, that search has been stalled for years. At the beginning, of course, we collected anything relating to the settlers. Most of the relics, though, turned out to be just simple tools. The wars and our inability to travel out of our infrastructure had all but squashed the opportunity to explore. This is the first time that we have been freed of our yokes, free to explore again. What limits our work, though, is that few of us can read the settlers' secret writings. A gift, I believe, only the Great Master had. And with the most important knowledge having been written in that language, what we know, though, is that there is, in fact, an intact beacon somewhere. That there are still many undiscovered sites, and now today, with you, we have a hope again to find it.
I have more.
Greetings, Zachariah.
Everybody settled in?
We are, Zachariah, yes. There's something on your mind, isn't there?
That obvious? The Great Master asked me to look after everyone. Having the unconditional support of everyone would help me a lot. Don't know how to pull that together, though.
We're a family, Zachariah. You'll always have our support. You're looking to become a Great Master, though. That's different. There are some who obviously will question your abilities to hold that position. It's not personal. You did tremendous things for us, Zachariah. You did. But not everyone knows you well enough. You're young, inexperienced, and while your talent speaks for itself, I have a feeling some will want to put those talents to the test before supporting you. My suggestion would be this. Find the most influential masters. I'm sure they'll have questions. Satisfy their expectations, and I believe nothing can stand in your way.
And I'll go see them.
Okay, let's see here now. Andrew, you have. Why can't he have a better one? Is he? Yeah, so this I don't get. So he's level 6 only. I'm gonna have to bring him with us and do some quests then, so he can use something better. Such a... frustrating part though. She uses that and a gun. Andrew, he needs a helmet. I'm gonna have to bring him and do some quests. I'm gonna die a lot though. How are we with? How much do we have? 240. No, no. Put away all. Start up. And rest video. Really need to start using my traps then. I just have to get rid of all this gear. Let's sleep so we get some XP bonus. Just to talk to this guy.
Hey, Brad.
Zachariah, how's the hunting?
I've got your last specimen.
At last. Glands of the infamous Locusta tempestatus. Fantastic. My thanks are endless. Tell me, how was its behavior?
You're welcome. Its behavior, well, it looked like it was absorbing electrical power that made it stronger.
You don't say. Fascinating. Might you be willing to make some more collections while I study these? If so, the black mole would be quite a catch. It's been known to dwell in the canyons surrounding Noctis.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Well, what's the special thing
What do you know
about this
about
one,
the
by the
black
way?
mole, besides the fact that it's black?
Well, its name is somewhat of a misnomer. It isn't really black.
Oh yeah, this
Darker
one
than the others
sweats
for
with
sure, but
venom.
not black. Its skin.
Yeah, wonderful.
Isn't it fascinating?
Wait, that's what it was about. Yep, let's go and talk to the prince. Go to the masters.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
No, it isn't. Feel like it was worth it though, but okay. Let's see. We need waste. Okay, Dandolo.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
We found the Aurora convoy you wanted us to hit. We attacked, left witnesses, even got the uniforms you wanted.
Oh, Zachariah, a beautiful thing. Great news.
Go get yourself some rest now, because I'm gonna need you to take care of another matter for me soon. Remember earlier when I told you Ophir's Vori have their sights set on Noctis? Want a foothold in my city that'll let them reach the other corporations? Well, the thought's been eating at me. Makes me sick to think of their violence intruding on this city. Luckily, up till now, it was just a distant threat. Scuffles in our fair city and the attitudes of some of our newer inhabitants make me wonder why they haven't already found their way in.
What do you want me to do exactly?
Investigate. Suss it out. You know the Vori, their methods, probably even some of their members. If they're here, I'm sure you'll see them. When you do, lure them out, then kick them out. We don't want them here. Oh, one more thing, probably nothing. I'm sure you're aware the ASC now controls Ophir. And, as I'm sure you can imagine, its constant surveillance makes it difficult for our underground matters. All thanks to new asinine restrictions created daily, like a tightening noose. So I need you to smuggle some of our merchandise in through the city's underworks, as you call it, to one of our clients. And since I know you know them well, it should be a cakewalk for you. And lucrative. Very lucrative. My property manager will give you the goods.
I'll do my best.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be a smuggler, huh? And rover.
I moved the rover for you. If Ophir finds the road in, it won't be because of me.
Yes, I already heard. Sorry if the request seemed paranoid. Better safe than sorry.
Didn't we ask about this?
Not much news in Ophir about Aurora defeating Abundance. You heard anything?
Word is that Green Hope's defeat brought an end to the fighting. Aurora apparently took control of the hydroponics center using militia alongside Technomancers to support their army. And at first, Wisdom showed himself a worthy military strategist, using the militia in battle. Such people, properly motivated, can be surprisingly effective. You'd have to bear witness to the poorer classes of Aurora, To fully grasp how badly they were mistreated, to fully grasp how much the mere promise of a place in the council would motivate them to fight, to fully grasp how it helped to deliver quite a blow to abundance. And while Aurora adopted new strategies, abundance remained predictable. They had almost no Technomancers, since it's becoming harder to find them in Ophir with each passing day. An interesting development, yes? And one that wiped out their army.
Yeah, thanks for the info.
Okay. Hey.
Hi. Melvin told me to find you.
Ah, so you're the one who's hoping to be our great master. You're so young. Not that it diminishes the possibility, but to be worthy of such a role, one must have extensive knowledge
I am so
of
young.
the settlers and Earth. Without that, how could you possibly lead us?
I agree. So why not test my knowledge?
Fair enough. An easy question. What is the name of the celestial body closest to Earth?
Celestial?
And what percentage of the beautiful blue Earth is covered in water?
Oh my. How the heck should I know that one? Go
The
with the
name
highest
of the
one.
mythical first man to enter space. What was it? Legend has it that he was an ancestor of the first Reachers, if you believe such tales.
I can't remember what the heck.
Interesting. I believe 3 correct answers is good enough for me. I will ask one last question. The name of the first machine the Earthlings sent flying over our planet.
I know it is one called a Viking, but wasn't it Pathfinder? Or was it? Oh, I can't remember. Oh.
Yes, you know much. Not all, but a lot. You must have been a conscientious student, but still
that was
too
wrong.
young to have the required knowledge. As such, my support is not something you can obtain.
Oh, you
I'm sorry.
mother trucker. Because I got the last one wrong? So it was Viking.
Hi. Melvin.
Ah, so you're the...
I agree. So
Fair enough. An easy... And what percent... The name of the mythic... Interesting. Yes, you know much.
No, there is something I got wrong in that all. I don't know which one.
Hey there.
Ah, the man who hopes to rise from lieutenant to the ranks of great master. I'll be honest. I'd back you simply from what you've already done for us. To me, you've already proven your courage and leadership.
Oh, he said.
But a great master also needs to take care of the logistics, like the equipment, keeping them working, upgrading them, and all right, I'll cut to the chase. I actually just want a better staff. So, in short, if I give you my staff, you get it upgraded. After, you'll have my support. Deal?
Let me see what I can do.
I need to upgrade it. But with what though? Didn't say what though, okay. It was one of those easy ones. Wonder which one I got wrong there though. With his questions.
You do nice work. Much more balanced. I guess you can call this my better staff. Get it? My better
God.
staff? Good thing that getting my humor isn't a prerequisite for my support. I'd be happy to see you as Great Master.
Oh my.
Hey there,
Melvin already told me you want to become our great master. I have no problem with it, but you'll have to prove you know how to fight first. Show me what you've got. Hell of a fighter. Wasn't expecting that. How could I not give you my support after that? It'd be nice to have a great master who knows how to make some blood flow.
Hello, Zachariah. Word is that you aim to become our next great master. Please, take no offense, but it is my belief that you are far too inexperienced for such a monumental task. Enthusiasm you have, and strength. But look at the state of us. Our order is chaotic. Whoever leads us must have perfected our rites, that he might initiate our new Technomancers properly in our ways.
Then test me. Let my knowledge speak for itself.
Oh boy.
So let it be. We are, as Technomancers, connected by a secret that we all learned the same
what?
way. Tell me, who were the protagonists of the message you saw?
I can't remember that. Oh.
And what was the object the Great Master gave you during the ceremony?
Was it water or was it wine? I can't remember.
And what two oaths does the initiate recite to end the ceremony? Nearly flawless. But nearly and flawless do not belong together. Oaths must remain pristine. Their meaning is deep, and you have not yet mastered them. So unfortunately, I can't support your goal.
So what the heck then? I am gonna do it like this. Can't remember which one it is. Okay.
Hi,
No.
Melvin.
Ah, so you're the one.
I agree. So
Fair enough.
That is the
what
move.
percent-
That
the
is
name
that.
of the...
That's
Interesting.
Yuri. Know that. But is it this one?
You're
then?
indeed well versed in astronomy, a rare quality in one so young. Perhaps there lies within you a strong...
Okay, so it was Mariner 4. What the
Either
heck?
way, it is an excellent
I can't
sign
remember
of your
that name.
potential to lead. You have my support.
But okay, so I don't have to then. I only needed 3 out of 4, right? Okay, but I want all 4 though. What the heck is this one then?
Hello, Zachariah. Whoever
Let's
leads
see.
us must...
then test me. Let
It
So
was.
let it be.
It was a doctor and his patient, if I remember correctly.
And what was the object the Great Master gave you during the ceremony?
It was water.
And what two oaths does the
drank?
initiate recite to end the ceremony?
This one then. But it's not the first one. But we talked to this one then.
I'm impressed. Perhaps I was wrong. You seem indeed ready to initiate our newcomers. You have my support. I'd be happy for you to become our great master.
Because when we talked to this guy, it was the tablet talking about finding the way to contact the Earth again, so... Okay.
Greetings, Zachariah. My congratulations, Great Master Zachariah. The decisions of the other Technomancers was sent to me. Though I wish we could offer you a proper ceremony, we are but a shell of our former selves. Know that all of us, no matter how few, renew our vows before you to preserve the secret and continue to seek the Earth at any cost. I will, if it's your desire, ensure the communication between our brothers, and if you have any mission for us, please, do not hesitate to come see me.
Melvin, thank you. Just let me know if anyone gets wind of threats or any sort of information that'll allow us to move forward. Talk to you later.
We are the Grandmaster. Okay, let's see what we got now then. Should we wait with that one? We can talk to her. Yeah, we need to go out here, by the way. But the thing is, I have him stuck with me right now. Until I do this one. Let's see what we can find out about the worry first.
What do you think?
I'm gonna have to check for sheds and stuff again.
Absolutely.
Dude, you out of my way.
100% real abundance
Dude.
Welcome, welcome. What's your pleasure? What are you looking for?
Dandolo asked me to check in with everyone around here. Just wondering if you've been a victim of threats, extortion, or robbery lately.
Look, why are you looking to rock the boat, huh? There are men that you don't want to mess with. But if the prince trusts you... Yeah, a couple of scary-looking guys have been making the rounds, threatening a bunch of us. We pay them loads of serum or they say they'll bankrupt us. Those that said no are slowly losing their businesses.
How's that?
Their merchandise is getting stolen or ruined. One got beat on his way home. The rest of us are staying scared and paying what they want.
Where can I find them? Don't worry. They won't bother you after I'm done.
Yeah, just don't make things worse for us, you know? The ones I've seen hang around the center of the market.
Then that's where I'll go. Relax. It's gonna be over soon.
This isn't Ophir. Noctis's heart lies in its market. And once you control the market, taking the whole city is merely a formality. If this keeps up, Dandolo has a right to be worried.
Welcome, welcome!
Let's see. Get rid of some stuff. Why can't I sell it? Keeping those. Okay, let's see. Keeping those actually. Oh boy. Keeping one pair. Yeah, done. Fight, I assume.
Sir, please, help me! They killed my husband! Sir, I'm sorry to... I heard you help people around the city. Heard you had compassion for those in need. I'm sorry, my name is Carlotta.
Technomancer, what can I do for you?
It's my husband. He's gone. He just... I know he's dead. I know it. Whoever did it, please. Find whoever did this to him. Find those men.
What men, ma'am? You saw men take your husband?
No, I mean, I don't know. Some men came to find him a while ago. Threatened him, saying they wanted him to pay him serum in return for their protection. He said no, and their threats got worse. Then one morning, when I wasn't there, something happened at the shop. Everything was overturned, broken, and Fabio was gone. I know they did it!
All right. It sounds like the Vori. And if it is, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna find your husband alive either. I'm sorry. But do you know where I could find them?
Last time I saw them, they were around the community soup. Please make them pay for what they did.
I'll do my best to find them, ma'am. You've got my word.
This feels bad, Zachariah. That man who disappeared, he ain't gonna be found alive. And Ophir's mob's just pouring into Noctis with their violence. We need to get them out.
Do I see Vori and Noctis? No, look at that, I do. Your cover's blown. Get out.
Sure. Right after you.
I want to make sure you understand a few things. First, I'm a Technomancer. Second, you know someone that can get shocked so bad that they permanently forget their own name, right? I suggest you think about those two things while you start packing.
You'd torture us over this. Really? Fine. We'll get out of your damn city. But I'd watch out after we tell Anton about this.
Ooh, there's 3 of them. Oh, well, we can go up here, I guess.
You, sir, just came out of...
Hope this isn't time.
Hey there. I was told to come find you.
Looking to smuggle merchandise to Ophir? You've come to the right place. Hope Dandolo explained the risks.
Not really, but I know Ophir well enough. He probably just didn't want to worry me.
You may think you know the city well, pal, but you've never tried to go through it with contraband. You find yourself caught by customs agents or guards, and they ain't gonna slap your wrist. Good luck.
I know you're wondering about the origins of the contraband. Listen, Dandolo isn't the kind of person who will willingly lose clients. It doesn't really matter what's in here. There isn't enough to put the people of Ophir in any real danger.
I figured that might be the case, but I'm getting the impression that I'm acting as a delivery boy.
Maybe you could learn something from all this. Nothing's ever as it seems when Dandolo is involved.
So, just when I thought shit couldn't be worse, her engine's been blown like a John in a whorehouse. And I need some spare parts now. A stator, a thermic regulator, a rotor. With only a few rovers out there, it's not like you can just grab those parts from the nearest merchant. There is one in Ophir, though. He used to have a machine for me from scratch. And I heard there may be someone else here in Noctis who sells them too. However, when it comes to prices, since we don't have abundance of support, it's not the same anymore. It's gonna cost you an arm and a leg, honey. I wouldn't mind seeing you go broke, but there are other options. Let me think. In my shed, I had a replacement stator ready to go. I imagine that the area is closely monitored, but if you manage to sneak in, maybe you could recover it. I also had a delivery waiting. The quartermaster, Ryan Stewart. I imagine he must still have a rotor in his inventory since I'm not there anymore. It won't be easy to get it back, but that's your problem.
I go back with Ryan, know his inventory well. Though with all those soldiers in the barracks, it'll be a tough nut to crack.
The final option's a robber I heard of who parts everything he fucking finds. Not a guy I'd want to grab a drink with, but I heard he's got spare rover parts. May have one of the ones we need. And I've heard that he wasn't interested in serum. Maybe you'll have to take chances, who knows? Anyway, it could be a lead. One last thing. I found the tools I'll need. However, I was in such a rush that I forgot to take my serum. I don't have a single drop of it left. And since around here, they don't give away freebies.
Here, take this. You will be able to buy your tools.
Well done. Wow, this is great. You just have to go get me the parts now.
I'll take care of it. The shed, Ryan's inventory, the looter, or if I want to go broke, the merchants. See? I remember everything.
Give.
What's good, Zechariah? Got my parts yet?
Keep your pants on. Still working on it.
Keep your pants on. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of running back and forth now. Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, let's put on our charisma, huh?
I was told you might have spare parts for a rover. I'm looking for a thermic regulator.
Oh, yes. Yes, I got one of those. Hard to find, very hard, very rare. Hard to come by. What would you give me in return?
What do you want for it?
Well, I see two possible trades. I'd love to get my hands on some of that focus drug. I know it's not meant for us, but it gives me a nice buzz. Otherwise, you're a Technomancer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Well, I like to poke around old places, and just the other day I found a Technomancer glove, but I can't seem to make it work, like most all the Technomancer stuff I find. Well, I can repair most things, but this, I don't understand how it works, or even what it's supposed to do. But I'm sure you do. So repair it. In front of me. You fix, I watch. You teach, I learn. So in the future, I can do the fixing myself. Got it? You do this, I'll not only give you your thermic regulator, but let you walk away with the glove, too.
All right, I'll show you. Watch close. Look, it's more
Oh,
complicated than I
come
thought.
on.
Can't be repaired.
Yeah, it looks even more broken now, which I could have done with a rock and a bad attitude. Anyways, if you want the rover part, you can still give me some focus drug.
Here are the drugs. Be careful. No idea what it does to a non-tech.
Look at me.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. To have because I want that the glove.
I was told you might have spare parts for a rope.
Oh.
What do you want for it? Yeah.
Well, I can repair most of the fix.
All right,
There we
I'll
go.
show you. Watch close. There you go. Not exactly like new, but it works.
That's fantastic. You know how much Technomancer gear I have in inventory that I can fix now? Oh, you're a good man. Here, keep the glove and take your rover part. I don't need it anyway. Take care.
See you around.
Okay, we're back to this merchant again. Just go and sleep again.
Welcome, welcome. What's your pleasure? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for spare parts for a rover. A stator, a rotor, and a thermic regulator.
I have a rotor, if you want. The rest, those are rare pieces you're after, you know.
Here. For that price, though, it better be in working order.
It's brand new, from what I know. Came from a mechanic who took it from one of those big wind turbines. Take it. It's yours.
Thanks.
Wind turbine manager. Okay. Oh, let's go. You have to go around.
Hey, Mr. Mancer, please?
Wow. Even better. Shit. I need to go back to my room to get the material stuff for it.
Hey, Mr. Mancer, please?
Charisma for now.
What's going on?
Well, my name is Marco, and I'm in charge of the network of wind turbines in Noctis.
Nice to meet you, but I don't really know why you're reaching out to me.
Well, I know that you've helped our prince, and I thought, I have a big problem. We're dealing with a series of robberies like we've never experienced before. Many wind turbines have been taken apart, and their components have disappeared. Without this source of energy, the city could disappear. The water, the electricity we use, everything comes from the wind turbines.
You want me to find the thieves?
Well, yes. I was told that a mutant thief had in his inventory parts that seemed to come from our facilities. If you could interrogate him?
Why don't you do it yourself?
That's because he's a thief. Not really the nicest kind of individual, you see. And there are probably more people behind all this. Please?
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, God damn it. I have to run all the way back over there. These guys are down here.
My name's JimtheSFN. The merchant prince sent me to give you a message. You're not wanted here, so get the hell out. End of message.
Message received. Now return this message. Eat my ass, you prick. My boss said we should stay, so we're staying. End of message.
And there's the reason I'm not surprised you're still just a grunt among the Vori. Let me help you out a bit. You know what happens now that you've been spotted here. 1, you're smart and you leave, or 2, the merchant prince is gonna pin your ass down naked in the desert for a long, long date with the sun. Then watch you die a slow, painful death.
You're not right in the head, Mancer. Yeah, we'll leave, but I promise Anton's gonna make you pay for this.
Never would have thought they'd disguise themselves so well. They're either getting smarter, or someone a lot smarter above them is calling the shots. Anton must have put his top men here. I knew that tall guy at the city entrance looked familiar.
Okay. Oh boy.
Ah, now there's a familiar fucking face. The notorious wanted Mancer from Ophir. You have any idea how much serum your head's worth? If the boss hadn't told us to stay away from that contract, I'd have it in a bag right now.
How'd you find Noctis? Not like it's on a map.
Just like everyone else here, a smuggler got us in. And why wouldn't we? Ain't everyone welcome in Noctis? Total opposite of Ophir. We just blended in with the crowd escaping that shithole city, and the rest is the present. And damn if I don't love this place. So much opportunity. A breath of fresh air unlike the stale bullshit of Ophir. A lot of serum to be made here. Not as much corruption, for sure, but we're working on that.
Do you happen to have a job for me?
Need serum, huh? Huh. Maybe you could do something for me. We haven't been here for long, but we came with a couple girls and got our hands on some local business. No matter where, there's always a need for this type of service. The girls have been disappearing for several days now.
Maybe they left. We're not in Ophir here. People can move around freely.
I would have believed if we hadn't found their pimps' bodies. The guys were taken out the dirty way. They think someone out there kills those guys and kidnaps our girls. Find who's doing it. Make them pay. Then find our girls. Hopefully alive. Though I got a feeling that ain't gonna be the case. I can show you on the map where the pimps' bodies are. Go there. You might learn a few things. We toss them into the canyon not to draw attention to our little problem. That way.
I'll look into it. Try to find the assassin.
Perfect. Do it. You'll get a reward.
Okay, we do that first. Okay, so we're not gonna throw them out yet then. Now I have to go all the way over there though. We're also gonna need to sleep and then get our bonus XP.
You're a robber, right?
Don't like that word.
When you say
Sure. I even found it.
I see. Tell me, these wind turbine parts that I see, where did you find them?
I can't remember, dude. Probably somewhere. That's for sure. Sorry.
Listen, you must know that the city relies on those wind turbines. By taking them apart, you put everybody in jeopardy. I know you're not like that. I can see it. It's not you who was managing the trafficking. Tell me who's behind all this.
Alright, look. I'm just small potatoes, you know? Dudes behind this, though, don't fuck around. I didn't know that when I started. Just thought it was a no-sweat way to make a little serum behind Dandola's back, right? It was bigger than I thought, though. A lot bigger. Guys behind it are not dudes I like dealing with. Got bigger agendas. Not that I know this, but you can sense it, you know? Scary guys. From your corp, I think.
The Vori?
Yeah, that's right. The Vori, that's them. They're up to something else in the Gate District. You want a world of trouble, man? That's where you can find it.
We're gonna have some problems with the Vori, huh? Man, we got so many health potions, 54. Really need to start using them more often.
Hey.
Hey, can I help you?
I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I need some serum, a lot of it. And from what I've heard, there's a way to make it quickly with you. With the turbines. I keep a low profile, and I know how to fight when I have to.
Yeah, you look like the tough type, but I don't know you. Never seen what you can do. Don't know if I can trust you. You up for a little challenge to test what you can do? Good. I need you to steal some gear from the site right behind us. You do that, and maybe we'll talk about you joining a gang on a more permanent basis. Watch your ass, though. We've hit the place enough times they started noticing what parts are going missing and have added a lot of guards lately. If you get caught, I don't know you, and you don't know me. We clear?
Yeah, we're clear.
How did he... I couldn't see what gear he was. Okay, I need to switch gear. And use shitty 1% armor gear. Knock knock.
Here's everything you wanted.
Well, it's nice to find someone you can rely on. Look, I'm not the group's leader, so I can't make you a member, but go see the boss. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to bring you in after what you just did for us.
And where do I find him?
Go to the canyons at night, next to the freight elevator. It's where we usually meet. I know it's not official yet, but good to have you with us.
Good to be with you. Thanks.